It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Thursday, the 7th of July. I'm Michael Groff. Temperatures heating up for the upcoming weekend and continuing into at least the first half of next week at or above 110 degrees on most days. And I know the questions are going to be coming in. Hey, Mike, isn't this supposed to be the monsoon season? And why, yes, it is. But unfortunately, only marginal amounts of moisture will be around the southeastern corner of the state, the east central mountains, for some isolated showers and thunderstorms there. It is doubtful we'll see anything for a while. Now, by the second half of next week, we could start to see an increase in thunderstorm activity here, but as usual, that is shrouded in forecast uncertainty. So we'll talk about it here as we dive in and discuss. First, we'll look at the almanac from yesterday. 107 degrees the afternoon high, 84 was the morning low, and based on 30-year averages, that is exactly where we ought to be for this time of year. As we take a look outside right now, here just after 10 a.m., we've got sunny sky across the area, 93 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 34, relative humidity 13%. The winds are light, and the barometer is falling. The upper air analysis across the area, well, it's the same old story, isn't it? High pressure sitting off to the east of us. It's beginning to expand in our direction, and that trough that we've had along the west coast for the last several days, it is now starting to weaken and retrograde. So we still have a southwesterly flow across Arizona, but the upper heights are rising, so temperatures will be rising over the next few days. The watch warning map reveals what's under that ridge to the east of us. Yeah, a lot of heat. Heat advisories, excessive heat warnings from Texas all the way up through Missouri, eastward into the southeastern United States. Further to the north over parts of Montana, those are flood watches. And we still have issues with wildfires, red flag warnings, dense smoke advisories over parts of the interior of Alaska. The convective outlook for today, that standard slight risk of severe storms once again parked over much of Montana, as well as extending from parts of Missouri, south and eastward into the Carolinas and Virginia. Here in Arizona, of course, we look to stay fairly quiet, at least for the next few days. Here's a look at precipitation. This is valid through Thursday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing. Statewide, yeah, a little bit up across the rim country, the eastern mountains, the southeastern portion of the state along the southern border as well, as we've been talking about for several days. But even that will be somewhat limited in its coverage and intensity. We'll talk about what's going on with this monsoon pattern, or this so far kind of lackluster monsoon pattern, as we get into it here, taking a look at the models. Here we go, the GFS. It is the 06Z run, and this is valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Troughing sitting off the Pacific Northwest coast, a ridge expanding slowly our direction from the east. So what it means for us down at the surface today, sunny sky and just a little bit warmer, highs 104 to 108. Tonight, clear sky, lows mid-70s to low 80s, and then tomorrow, yep, sunny and downright hot, highs 107 to 110. Then, as we head into the weekend, the heat is on as ridging continues to build in across the southwest. Upper heights climbing, mostly sunny sky on Saturday. Highs, I'd say 109 to 113. This could wind up being the hottest day of the forecast period. Now, on Sunday and going forward, at least a meager amount of moisture will start to seep into eastern Arizona, thanks in part to this ridge building around the Four Corners region or just to the north of us. Traditionally, a good spot for the monsoon ridge to develop and bring in easterly or southeasterly flow. The problem is moisture to the south and east of us is actually kind of lacking for this time of year, but there will be enough around for some isolated to perhaps widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. Again, eastern mountains, southeast of us, and unfortunately here in Phoenix, yeah, we're probably not going to see anything, not even gusty winds and blowing dust, just some clouds, some high clouds around from time to time. We'll call it partly sunny for Sunday. Highs 108 to 112, and more of the same Monday and Tuesday, with highs generally somewhere between about, I'd say, 108 to 112. Maybe a degree of cooling takes place Tuesday and or Wednesday. And by Wednesday, model guidance is showing a slightly better amount of moisture coming in. The ridge is still around here, but perhaps just enough moisture for some better coverage of showers and storms in the eastern third of the state. And we've even seen some of our ensemble members and this run of the GFS also indicating maybe a few storms try to make it into the lower deserts. The problem is the ridge is still really strong, somewhere between 594 to 597 decameter, 500 millibar heights. And what that means is that the mid levels of the atmosphere will continue to be very warm. And warm air in the mid-levels is bad news because it means that the air is stable. There's not that cooler air aloft. You need cooling. The faster the air cools as you go up, those are called lapse rates. That means the better cloud formation that you'll have, the more clouds that will form, and better organization of showers and storms. With mid-levels being so warm, it means fewer clouds, means fewer showers and thunderstorms. So we'll put a mention of some gusty winds, maybe some blowing dust in the forecast for Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening here in Phoenix, but even that is a stretch. And high temperatures again, right around 110. Now, here's a week from today. This is Thursday, the 14th, and our ridge, it's still strong here across the southwest, probably upwards of 597 decameters. Now, it is north of us at least a little bit, so some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms continue over the eastern mountains of our state. Maybe slightly better coverage than we've been seeing, but probably nothing in here just yet. But as we go out 10 days, this is Saturday, the 16th, and we do see evidence that the ridge is going to weaken slightly and a rather broad inverted trough over Texas moving our direction from the east. So, by this point, we could see better coverage of showers and storms, more of a typical monsoon forecast with scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms. The problem is we're out here at 10 days, and we have quite a spread in our ensemble guidance. Some ensemble members indicate we'll continue with hot, relatively dry conditions. Others indicate a much more robust monsoon coming our way. So for now, we're just sort of left in the dark. And at 10 days out, and based on some of our previous monsoon seasons, models tend to skew toward climatology. That doesn't necessarily mean that is the reality that we'll experience here. So we're just going to keep an eye on things. We'll take the old wait and see approach. All right, speaking of, let's take a look at rainfall for Phoenix, and this is going out through the 21st of July. This comes off the GFS ensemble. And basically every member indicates we'll get some degree of precipitation, with most of the members favoring sometime late next week or beyond, sometime after mid-month. And the ensemble mean actually has come up here. It's around 3/4 of an inch. You got some members well over an inch, approaching 2 inches here. So, that's some optimism. But again, this pattern has just been very stubborn, and unfortunately it resembles far too well some of the stuff we've seen in 2020, 2019, 2018, and those were rather lackluster monsoon seasons, to say the least. All right, let's check out temperatures off the national blend of models. The bottom line is hot. Highs 112, 113 this weekend. Early next week, maybe lowering a degree or 3 thereafter, but still staying at or above climatological normals. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. Music fans, check it out. It's my streaming station. It's called KMGX. We play a ton of music. Have a lot of fun while doing that. It is myself and the one and only Michelle that are involved in the programming and operation of said station. So do check it out. I leave a link to it in the description. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. All of your continued support, it is greatly appreciated. Please be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated out there, and have yourselves an epic Thursday.